So what's the kind of word? What is very big outside? Okay, is go far more than go far away. Okay, more than we can imagine. And because some universities are kind of you can do your something kind of imagine because all are human beings, I imagine is a kind of based on the uh, available information, but some information is not kind of such a can be obtained by your brain. So some kind of university are kind of totally extraterrestrial style. Like the four dimensional, So why our human being we must drive our brain crazy into kind of four dimension because too much kind of economy. Okay, a lot of our global economy style. Okay, our global economy style looks like a kind of very limited and it's a kind of diversity university style of kind of economy. Like I'm myself. Do you think in four dimensional are you yourself? Totally abnormal. Totally kind of a lot of kind of you just stand in front of the mirror. There's a lot kind of you check everything. You do the same. The mirror are opposite of you do the same. It all looks like this. In four dimension, I tell you, a kind of four dimensional mirror is kind of you are kind of something inside of the four dimensional mirror, but totally different. Like a lot of totally okay. Just the lower terms of you is the same, because four dimensional mirror is kind of you can check everything. What kind of means everything are also defined totally different from our university. We think everything in the university, everything is a total of all things in the university. In four dimensional, yeah, either tell you. In four dimensional, everything is a kind of everything. You think you want to be all, but in four dimensional they have low all, but they have the better big. You understand? So everything is kind of grow up kind of everything. You understand? That means in four dimensional, something very weird, unimaginable position, totally different position from our three dimensional, you understand? Of course, we can understand many positions, okay, of our three dimensional stuff, like the past or the future, and all the kind of if some kind of out of the university, what kind of dimension? You understand? That's a kind of dimension you check inside of a university. You understand? Like we check a kind of very small atoms, but you don't know inside it's kind of very kind of very kind of weird. It may be a kind of university, because it's very small. Just you stand outside of a kind of atoms, okay. Just means you just stand outside of a kind of university. That's kind of outside and inside. We check outside, okay. From inside to outside, outside to inside is a kind of dimensional. Just I'm still in very limited kind of position of three-dimensional position, because my brain didn't have any kind of ideas from four-dimensional, Why my brain have any ideas about the four-dimensional? Because my brain cannot absorb any kind of a little bit kind of information and four-dimensional. Oh my God! So So it's very easy to describing our kind of three-dimensional position. Outside, inside, up, down, right, left, past, the future. Okay. But all kind of the position of a kind of very weird, four-dimensional. Yeah. That's a kind of, you run 1 second of our university, you run 1 second of our university. Now, when I'm talking, the time is passing, but time is organized, kind of the whole dimensional, whole university's information, okay. 1 time, 1 second, or 1 hour is kind of how our university are moving, how our university's information are changing inside of this 1 second, inside of this 1 hours, it's huge, very, very big. But all the information is kind of, we are observing our three-dimensional, we're observing our three-dimensional. It's a kind of three-dimensional, the whole three-dimensional information in 1 second, in 1 hour, but every second are changing, okay. To the future, to the past, already finished, and it's a kind of finished, very ruled style, very ruled, and with kind of principles, rules, and very certain, and it's almost a kind of certain, already been designed. All the information already been designed, are three-dimensional already, you understand? If I kind of create a kind of atoms, go, after many years, they already existed, in the future, and all the information already existed. But it's still existing or existed. Because it's based on how the kind of information of the second before or the hours before changing, and to the kind of, it's based on the original, It's based on the kind of university's original style, and changing to a kind of, no matter how this kind of information changing, it's based on the original. But in fourth dimension, are that kind of original information? I don't know, I don't know. Because in fourth dimension, there are many universities, so it's kind of, maybe kind of imaginable, because like we have this perceived our university already. I see outside the scenes, okay, it's our university, but it's kind of information, okay, it's based on the original, how it been changed before, and how it was developing in the future. So now we already catch the information, okay, but from another kind of university of fourth dimension, okay. The different university, many unlimited change of, okay, unlimited change of style. But I think not the kind of very certain, not the kind of very, maybe a kind of also based on our university. It can be a kind of based on the information of fourth dimension. Maybe it's very diversity style, limited style of university, based on still our university, okay. I say the fourth dimensional information, okay. If it is kind of very still based on our information, it's kind of unlimited possibility, but it's not based on our university. If a lot kind of university information not based on our university, it's a lot of weird, kind of very weird, total difference. Of course, we can be very easy understanding all the kind of information based on us, on our university. Like I'm very normal, okay. I have no job, I have no company, I'm a poor, but I can be kind of very rich, have very big company. Even I'm a president of every country. Okay, possibility. This can be easy to understand. This kind of four-dimensional. You understand? Because I based it on myself kind of stages. Okay, states. I can be a president. I can be a less. I can be a poor. I can be a beggar. I can be all kind of labor workers. Or can I even scientists? That kind of possibility. This kind of university is based on our original ourselves. The information. Okay. But if there is a kind of a larger university, the information are totally different from us. You understand? You cannot even, because it's not based on our university, you know. We cannot from a large kind of university. We cannot, you know, have a kind of logistic pushing. Okay. Because that kind of university based the information not based on us, you know. It's not totally not invisible, okay. That's very weird, you understand? Very weird because the difference, totally weird. Even the information are different. This kind of diversity university economy. You understand? Yeah. And once our human being control the ship lighting speed, okay, we can fly outside of our university and we can check a lot kind of university easily, and we will see many weird different things, you know, different weird. It's imaginable, and the world is very big, you know. Not like a kind of you are kind of foreigner, okay. The difference is a lot too much between us, okay. Our kind of civilization, the difference is a lot too much. But if you go outside a larger university, very weird, I think. So why there is kind of a larger university are totally different information based differently on the different information, because a larger university is kind of the principle, you know, the design of the university kind of principle totally different. Like our university are kind of designed, you know, the lighting speed are design setting, the kind of electrons, the speed design setting, all the atoms, all the kind of different materials, the kind of how they're moving, that speed, how they're existing, the states, all are designed, you know. Are designed kind of principles and rules. Our information are based on this kind of principle and rules. You understand? But the different university, the kind of particles that design touching different speed, you know, maybe billion times faster than our photons. And everything, the speed, every materials that the states difference. So that's very weird. So the university between us, you know, are totally different. But can we enter a large kind of university? I don't know. You know? It looks like we're different country. We have different laws. But all our human beings, our civilization between different countries, not too much difference. You know? You check Google, okay, that's their house. Oh, just the difference of the language, you know, a little bit, but not too much. You know? But if we design a large kind of university, everything, the speed, how they're moving, every particles are different. How we can shape a kind of a larger university, you know. But if we shape a kind of totally different university, you know, all the particles are different from us, and the speed and the way they're moving are different. How they can shape a kind of larger weird university. You know? But if we have found a large kind of totally different university, even the particles, every principles are totally different. How we can communicate with each other, you know. That's the four-dimensional civilization. How they're trying to solve this kind of problem. Like our human beings, all kind of problems, But the problems, all kind of problems we can solve by kind of language communication. So there's kind of different in fourth dimension because a kind of different very weird principles university. So different universities language is shaped, and how we can communicate with each other. Like our human being, okay, very simple. My mouth create a kind of sound. The sound then pass through your ears. Then your ears just shape this kind of sound into a kind of electricity. Then hit your brain. Then your brain understand. Oh, this fucking okay. How they're talking about fucking okay. So it's very simple. Electronic and sound style communication. Yes, and ears and eyes. Okay, also the same. So we cannot lack our electronic and kind of sound style transforming waves materials. Otherwise, we cannot communicate. But if we are kind of different university, okay. I just suppose a kind of a lot of different principle university, all the particles even different, and the civilization. They also kind of looks like a human being. They have some kind of brain, and they have some kind of. I say some kind of certain a lot of universities extraterrestrials. How we can communicate with each other, because even our university, the particles even are different. The kind of principles university like all our chemical, physical, all our kind of scientist principles are describing our university's principles, But from a larger university, they also have chemical. I don't know. Maybe they are not calling the chemical. All kind of principles, okay, are totally the materials are totally different. So by this time, the totally different principle university in four-dimensional, how we can communicate with each other. Of course, for human being, we can only understand the electronic our brain, understand for our brain. So a lot of kind of, I don't know, a lot of kind of universities extraterrestrial how they communicate with each other, but I don't know. Maybe it seems looks like the same. Maybe kind of electronic kind of style. I don't know, but maybe very weird. Okay. But any kind of weird situation, we must be kind of linked together at the first, So how we can link it together? That kind of situation in that kind of different principal universities, that kind of extraterrestrials, that kind of alien, how the brain understands the university, and some particles also like our electricity hit our brain. They have also some particles to hit the brain. They understand the university, and our different particles must be kind of transformed with each other, Must be a kind of devices to can like the electricity, okay, with a lot of kind of universities, the media of the civilization, like our electricity, and the kind of different, like our electrons, and the kind of similar like electrons they're using for communicating in the civilization. That must be this kind of different, our different universities particles must be kind of very transformed, with each other, they must hit with each other, Then we can understand the particles, the university. So it's a kind of very weird, but a kind of very interesting, This is kind of four-dimensional diversity university civilization communication style, Of course, our electrons hit the particles, okay. Then I don't know what kind of very weird kind of situation will happen, you understand? But if our electronic hit the particles, and it will be also shape kind of information. I don't know, you understand? I don't know. Then it must be shape kind of information. Then it's very weird, because our brain are understanding by some kind of a sound and photos style that be kind of transformed with our ears and eyes, then we can understand what kind of information inside of the photos and the sound, which defined by the electricity, which transformed by the sound and the photos. You understand? It's a very kind of a little bit complicated, but not too much. That means if we want to understand the last kind of university, I don't know what kind of that weird information in that kind of very weird different principle university, but we must hit them. Hit them with what? With some looks like photos, with some looks like the sound. And because photos and sound can get a kind of reflection, if low reflection, you understand? And this reflection must come to our ears and our eyes. Then our brain can kind of, because only our ears and eyes can transform the can define the information from photos and sound. You understand? But if our photos and the sound hit a large kind of university, but cannot do reflection, that's a big problem. You understand? That's a big problem. That's a big barrier and a very big gap between our university, Are we supposed a lot kind of university is a particle that don't that hit our photos, that hit our particles, that hit our sound. But when after the different university particle hit together, they don't get kind of reflection, but they're kind of absorbing. So that's a kind of very trouble. Because our photos is a kind of our brain can understand, how our brain can understand. Our brain can only understand sound and the photos. You understand? That's very weird. If this kind of sound of photos hit a lot of different four-dimensional university, but kind of lot reflection style, but absorbed by the particles, I don't know. Because nobody can travel four-dimensional. Nobody can travel different university in four-dimensional. And nobody can see different four-dimensional university, But I just suppose the four-dimensional how the states, okay, how it existing, okay. So, but it's not very difficult, I don't believe there are so many particles from our university that hit a different university that will not do reflection, Maybe they can do the reflection, but it's not from sound and waves. That's the kind of very weird technology, If I find our university, there's a kind of particle hit a lot kind of university, it can do reflection. Then it's very interesting, So we must first use this kind of particle to hit the kind of different university. And after the reflection, then we catch the kind of particle. Then, we use our photos and our sound to hit this kind of particle and get a lot of kind of information, reflection. Then defined by brain, we can understand, Oh my God. I'm trying to explain how we can communicate with the aliens, and how we can enter kind of four-dimensional. If you want to enter kind of university, you must understand it at first, and you must see it at first. You must catch how it looks like at first. Okay. Of course, nobody can say lots of kind of weird different principle university, but also even it existing just surrounding us, But we can do some kind of very researching, like a kind of black hole, like kind of neutral stars. We can observe it from the astrology kind of style, kind of knowledge, So are there kind of a lot of kind of university just across existing with our university? I think it's very possible, It's very possibility. And we can also do different communication with them. Very communication with them, And I'm talking about 4-dimensional, So we must be a kind of very sharp eyes and observing how our university, coexisting with the different diversity 4-dimensional university. And what kind of particles from our university can hit kind of very weird state, and it can do reflection, Sometimes we can see some kind of something just exploring, releasing from the black hole or something, I don't know if some kind of very different principal university existing inside of the black hole, some place or white hole or somewhere place, But since we have kind of very different civilization, and we can hit each other with kind of only one particle or even two particles, that's enough. And we must do kind of how we can get kind of reflection, how we can hit with each, how we can catch with each kind of reflection, and developing the kind of 4-dimensional. You understand? Okay. So my concept about 4-dimensional finish. Of course. Like last time, I'm talking about how we can catch soup lighting fast particles. You can try to observe some weird things. The one you totally got lost. The something totally disappeared. The energy totally disappeared. It's not kind of energy equal to kind of when not kind of equal to some cm2 state. And some when and some energy totally increased without a reason, because some fast particles hit us and yes. When the energy and value totally disappeared without a reason, the energy and the value are equal to the speed plus some kind of m2 star, Then we can understand there is some fast particle get lost and some fast particle hit us. You understand? This is the way how we can develop in the ship lighting speed. And by the way, how we can enter kind of 4-dimensional different university style. I also give kind of my conception. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.